Oh, why is it doing that? What's up, guys? Welcome in, everybody. All right. What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Maria. Welcome. Can you guys hear me? How is my audio? If you could let me know, please. Yes, I can hear you. Perfect, perfect. How's everyone feeling? What are you guys up to? Manse, will I find love in 2026? Okay, Manse, so you're looking for a love reading? Are you currently single? How long have you been single for? Hey, Melise. Low key, been feeling a little bit down. Okay, I can understand that. Do you think it's because of love or something else? Currently single for 3 months. Okay, something else. Okay. Well, um, it sounds like you would benefit from a full reading. I'm definitely here and available if you would like. Um, and we can look into your situation and see what's going on so you can feel better. Do you do pregnancy? I do not. I don't think it's my place to do any health or legal questions. Okay. Molise, will I get permanent job this year? Do you have a job right now? Jesus, is Tammy missing me? How are you, Jesus? How's it going? Good afternoon. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Yes, okay. Um, yeah, if you're looking to see what type of job you may get, what field, or even if you should branch out to a different field, to a different career, I can definitely help you with that. Good, and you? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing great. Okay. Am I the only woman Mark is wanting? He has been distant with me. Okay, Shelly, I can look into that. How long has he been distant for? So, by the way, for those who are interested in asking your questions, um, I do want to let you know that if you want your answers, if you are looking to get some love advice, no contact, reconciliation, career advice, I do provide full readings. Okay, and my readings are $22. A few days. Okay. So you would just like to. So what happens is your intuition is right. You know, like when you're feeling someone is being distant, um, what I can do for you, I can look into the reason why to help you navigate the situation better. Because right now, this is like a crucial moment for you to know what the next step should be, so you can preserve this relationship. You know, you can make sure that you deepen this connection instead of keep pushing him away, right? Not to say that you're doing anything to push him away. I don't know yet. I have to look into that. Um, but yeah, if you have 10 to 15 minutes, so my readings are about 10 to 15 minutes. It's a full reading. You could do like follow-up questions and etc. I can definitely look into that for you. Let me know if you want me to give you direction on how to do so. Thank you. I will reach out to you in a few minutes. Okay. What do you mean by a few minutes? Like you will be back? Or DM? You're gonna reach out and DM? Or you're gonna speak to me in here? I just want to know because a lot of times the DMs. Okay. So you would like a private reading? Is that what you're looking for? So private readings have different price ranges. Um, and we can talk about that once you DM me, okay? And when you DM me, can you just please let me know your availability when you are available for one-on-one so I can check my calendar. Okay. Hey, Paris. Hey, will they take me if I apply for sponsorship? Um, I'm not sure who you mean by when you say they. Hey, Pretty, does Renal have feelings for me? Pretty, I can look into that with a full reading. So if you are interested, let me know. I feel like my throat is so dry. I want to apply for Masters in Hospitality from the US. So you are in a different country right now? That's okay. Well, it sounds like you will benefit from career and guidance full reading. Once again, my readings are 22. The link is in the bio. So if you would like me to look into if that's the right direction for you, if maybe there's another way that you can maneuver in this situation, I can also do that. And we'll answer any follow-up questions. And by the way, if anyone has any no contact and reconciliation questions, I am available. That's my specialty. I've been focusing on that for the past 6 to 7 months especially. So if you had resonated with some of the readings and content that I've been posting on my page, and you have specific questions to your specific situation, because every no contact situation is different. Okay, so some of the things that you may hear in my readings, in my free readings, are, it's generalized. It may not apply to your situation, and I'm sure as you're listening to it, you will have some questions, some follow-up questions. This is why I make sure I come on the live. So if you have a specific question to your specific situation that you want to get accurate answers for, I'm here, I'm available. And then you will also have a chance to ask your follow-up questions. Okay, so you can, and my whole purpose is to make sure that you get clarity in your situation, that you will know what to do next in order to get the results that you want. A lot of people want to stay in the situation. They want to make sure they deepen the connection. Some people want to know, is it even worth waiting for this person to come back? Some people just want to know, will there be a reconciliation and when? So I'm able to answer those questions. It just depends on your situation. Okay? And for those who are interested to do a live TikTok reading, right now, all you have to do is just go to the link in my bio. You purchase the reading. You let me know here in the comments, and I will look into your situation. Okay? So JJ, hey JJ, will there be reconciliation for me and Amanda? So that's a perfect example that someone will benefit from reconciliation reading, right? And I can look into that for you. And not only, some people, they would like to know about reconciliation, but also just overall direction of where this connection may be going. So that way you are prepared and you know what's to come next. And once you feel more prepared what's to come next, you will be making the right choices for yourself and for your person, even mostly for yourself, because you can't really control someone else. But my purpose is for you to feel more confident in your choices and reconnecting yourself from a place of power, right? So when you feel more attuned to your needs and wants and your boundaries with this connection, no matter what you do, it'll be the right choice. But first you have to learn how to connect to yourself, or you might want to listen to some of the things that I can tell you about your situation, right? And then you'll go from there. Hey Chanel, does Hunter miss me? Chanel, are you and Hunter in no contact? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for sharing the live. Yes, for the past 2 days. Okay, so this is a pretty new situation, and I know just how urgent that is. Because what you do right now matters the most, especially when there's no contact, and you might actually do more damage if you do certain things. So if you would like me to look into that for you, I am available for a full reading. So my full readings are 10 to 15 minutes. It basically answers your questions and the follow-up questions about your specific situation. And the link is in the bio and it's $22. Hey Lala, how are you? So like the first few days to few weeks of no contact, and it depends if the person had walked away from you or you had decided to pull away. It depends on the previous foundation of this relationship and this connection, what you should do next. So definitely. So I'm doing readings right now. So if you are looking to speak to me privately, just want to give you a heads up, that's a different price range. So once I'm on a TikTok, because it's I guess it's on live and etc., and it's only 10 to 15 minutes, that's $22. If you would like to do more one-on-one session with me privately, and I at least do 30 minutes, that's going to be a different price range, and depending on your availability and etc., we can go from there. But do feel free to DM me, and please let me know your availability right away, so that way I can check my calendar and we could get started. Okay? Thank you for the follow. Mariana, will my husband Jorge reconcile with me? We are separated. Mariana, thank you for your question. Same thing, if you would like me to look into your situation, the link is in the bio. Once you purchase the reading, let me know. I'm still here, I'm available, I'm not going anywhere, and we can look into your situation. Okay? Hey Kamsi, how was your day? Does Wagner want to be with me romantically? Are you and Wagner together? Are you guys in a friendship, relationship? Friends, okay. So you would like to know if this person sees you more than a friend? Yes, okay. And would you like a reading? Hey Karina, does Nico love me or just playing with me? That's a very common question. If you would like to look into that, Karina, I am available for a reading. Because sometimes what happens is when you have a connection with someone, right? There's going to be your previous triggers, your previous traumas, your previous experience in a relationship that can actually prevent you from building a solid foundation in new relationships. So if you're having a hard time identifying, is this for real or this is fake? Is there something real here, or am I just getting played with? That's something that I can look into. Okay? And once again, every situation is specific and individual. And the way that I approach my readings, I make sure that it's individualized to your situation, because it depends on what type of person you are. It depends on what type of person he is and how you guys work together and go together. And if you don't want to make the wrong choices, and if you actually want to be with this person and you're ready for real love and real connection, that why not get a reading? Why not just look into that and see what it's like? Okay. Hey Brenda, I want to know more about my situation. Okay. What situation are we talking about? Is it no contact? Is it career? What category? And so for those who are interested, all of it, okay. Um, I can do that. I'll definitely be, if you do decide to go ahead and purchase the reading on here. So for those who are interested, including Brenda, the way that it works, so basically there's a link in my bio. So you click on my profile picture, it takes you to my main page. There's a link in a bio. It's called Live TikTok Message. You purchase that, it's $22. You come back in here, you let me know that it's been purchased and what specific question you may have, or just the general reading, and I will go ahead and look into that for you. And if you, for Brenda, if you want to know all of it, what really happens is once I lay out the cards, it's gonna, tell me what you need to hear in this situation. So a lot of times what happens with a lot of my clients is that they may come with one question about a certain situation, and they end up hearing something that they did not even realize they needed to hear. And that's the best part about it, right? Not only are you walking away having answers to your specific situation, but you're also learning something else about yourself, about the world, about a different perspective in this connection. And that really helps with just navigating your life and just feeling better. And right. Hey Suela, how are you? Thank you for the compliment. Is Enes and me getting together soon? Are you guys in a friendship right now? Is this the beginning of a relationship? When you say together, you mean like romantically? Okay. I can look into that for you, Josie. So my reading's at $22, and the link is in the bio. Okay. That's the thing about, like, once you get to know a new person, and it feels like it's gonna be romantic, and it feels like it might be something more than a friendship, but you don't know. I don't know if you've seen these videos that you come across. It says, is this a slow burn or just a waste of time? Because sometimes it's such a slow burn, you don't even know if it's like for real, right? I just purchased. Okay, thank you, Brenda. All right, Brenda, we're gonna look into Brenda's situation. So from what I can remember, you said that just in general, do you want to go ahead and maybe ask me a specific question to make sure that I do end up answering? Or at least, is it love, career, a life lesson, guidance? Okay, where's my love life heading? Gotcha. And are you currently single or in getting to know some people? Thank you for the follow, CC. Okay, so I just want to make sure you said, where's my love life heading? And financially, where I'm headed. So there's, you know what it's starting to sound like to me? That you've always had this tendency to either focus on your love life and forget about your finances, or focus on your career and just neglect your love life. So I think what needs to happen for you is to find a balance between your love and your career, right? Where you don't feel guilty for having your own finances and you feel like you deserve the best love life. Okay. Yeah. So even the cards like confirm it. You have, this two-sided type of personality or characteristics about you, right? When it comes down to love, you definitely want someone who's super understanding of your independent nature, of your decisive actions. You're someone who, if you decide to do something, you will do it. And you need a lot of alone time. You need to make sure that someone for your love life, will bring that more emotional side out of you. Okay? They will balance that emotional connection for you. Someone who will be more invested in this relationship than you are, because you like to stay detached a little bit when it comes down to your love life. And what happens with a lot of people, they end up getting tired of waiting and they just walk away. They think that you are not as invested as they are, and they feel like you're not interested in them. So they feel like they're wasting their time, or they feel like your words may be too harsh sometimes. But it's really just you're someone who sapiosexual. I don't know if you know what that means. So sapiosexual, as I'm sure you know, is someone who gets attracted to people through intellectual bonding, right? So you need someone who's highly intellectual, and I do see someone coming into your life once again who's going to bring that not only intellectual side, intellectual bond, someone who's going to be well established, but someone who's going to have this emotional undercurrent that you need in your life to be able to get that balance back into your love life. Okay, now as far as your financial will he come back? Okay, so do you have a specific person in your mind that you would like to come back into your life? Because I do see, so I see King of Cups, okay? And this is a person who's more mature, who's more established, who's, I don't know if the person that you're thinking about is younger. Is he a younger man? Or he is older? Because if he's the younger one, I do see him here as well. Oh, so when you say finance, you mean fiance. Okay, so just FYI, you misspelled fiance. So when you said finance, I'm thinking you want to know about your financial stuff. So you're asking about your ex-fiance, who's a Leo, and I just need to know if he's coming back. We have 2 kids together. Okay. So that changes everything then. So how long has it been? Autocorrect. It's okay. It's okay. Fiance, yeah. How long has it been since, you guys are apart? 2 weeks, okay. So he's still learning a lot about himself and about relationships. So there's also like 2 sides to him, right? So I do see when you guys first established the connection, he was more immature. He was less developed as a man. There was a lot of ups and downs in this relationship, but I do see progressing it into more stable connection. Okay? And I do see him coming back. Okay? I do. So what needs to happen for you is that you need to put the refocus on yourself. Okay? So more grounding techniques. Whatever you feel that you need to do in order to be able to connect back into your body, because right now you are all in your mind. Okay, so don't try to work it out anymore. That's the hardest part. Reconciliation, depending in your situation specifically, do not try to work it out, because what's happening right now is you are all in your mind. The more conversations you try to have with him, the further you are going to pull him away, or push him away, I should say. So you need to refocus, and you need to put the reconnection into your body, some more grounding techniques. And what that can look like for you: walking in nature, going to a spa, getting a massage, having just alone time. If you're the one who's watching the kids, mostly you need to ask someone to help you so you can just be alone and be quiet, and pour back into yourself. So what happens with a man is this: a man will fall in love with who you love. So once you start loving yourself, he's gonna feel it, and he's gonna feel that shift, and he's gonna be like, what's going on here? And he's gonna start loving you. Okay? Because if you start loving a man, what's gonna happen is he's just end up loving himself more. Okay? So right now you are loving him more than he's loving you back. Once you start loving yourself more, that's when he's gonna start loving you. Yeah. So with no kids, you need to make sure that the boundaries are there. Okay? Don't talk to him. You don't have to be rude. When you guys are in the same establishment, if you can't avoid it, you just try to avoid him as much as you can. Right? If he tries to speak with you, don't even talk to him. Brenda, I think I would love for you to actually DM me, and we could have like a one-on-one conversation about this, because I know exactly the type of situation that you're in, and I can provide you with concrete step by step in a situation. I can, hold your hand when you go see him, when you guys have to be in a mutual building, how to make sure that there's less emotional turmoil for you, and you end up walking away with integrity. Because right now, all of the begging that you had done, all of the forgetting your self-respect that you have done needs to stop. Okay? And you need to lay down boundaries with him. Okay? So boundaries. If he tries to talk to you, don't pay attention. Because he needs to do a very certain thing for you to even consider talking to him. Yeah. Don't worry about his mom. His mom has nothing to do with this. It's none of her concern. So it sounds like to me, the boundaries are not only with this one person, it has to be with the whole family. Okay? So if you would like the 28th, right? So you still have time. We could set something up. And I think, this situation is so deep and it's so multi-layered, where if we do that one-on-one, I think you'll feel more confident in your ability to be able to handle these type of situations, because I understand how overwhelming it can feel. It can feel very confusing. It can feel like everyone is against you. It can feel like you're powerless. It can feel like you are actually overthinking that, you're not doing the right thing, and etc. So we can do that. I feel like there was a third party at one point. I don't think so. It didn't seem like to me it's a third party. It's you had lost the balance, and it's not only you, it takes two people, but my focus is on you, because we cannot control the other party. We can only control what we do. And at some point, the balance in a relationship was lost. You were pouring into him, into a relationship, more than he was giving back. Okay? So reciprocal was gone. All right? It was only you. And as a human being, if you are freely being giving something, you do not appreciate it. So if you would like him to value you more, if you would like him to appreciate you more, contact me. Okay? I will inbox you for sure. Absolutely. And when you do, can you please just let me know your availability? Okay? So we can schedule something before the 28th. All right. Enki, hi, how are you? How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Can you tell me Nikki's true feelings for me? Enki, are you and Nikki just friends? Are you guys in a relationship? Hey, Karina. Karina, you're back. Welcome back. So does Nikhil love me or just playing me? So Karina, I am available for a live TikTok reading, just like I did with Brenda, as you saw. So you would just have to purchase the reading. It's $22, and then I can look into your situation. Okay. I just inbox you. Okay. Perfect. As soon as I get off, I will check my DMs, and I will we'll schedule something, okay? And I will help you. How can I pay you? So the way that it works, you click on my profile picture, I'm not sure which side, and it takes you to my main page, and there's a link in my bio, and it's called Live TikTok Message. You purchase that as $22. And then it should take you back to my life. If it doesn't, just come back in here. I'm here, I'm still available, I'm not going anywhere. You let me know that it was purchased and I will look into your situation. And my readings, you could ask follow-up questions. It's a conversation. I'm not someone who just answers the question and says this is it. I want to make sure that you feel more relieved, you get clarity in your situation, some guidance, and to know what your next step will be. Hey, okay, we have another Karina. Will Alexis contact me to talk about our relationship? Karina, are you and Alexis in no contact? So it sounds like you're looking to see if there will be reconciliation and when. Yeah? Yes, okay. So, no contact, reconciliation, silence between the two people, miscommunication and misunderstanding between two people is my specialty. And I can definitely provide you with no contact and reconciliation. I can tell you when the person will come back, what it will take for them to come back, what you can do, without begging, without chasing, some of the steps that you can take today that will make sure once they do come back what to say and what to do. Okay? And the way that it works, I'm not sure if you had heard this one, Karina. So my TikTok reading, it's on live. You would just go to my main page and it's called Live TikTok Message. You would purchase that. Let me know in here that you had purchased. And then I will look into your situation. Okay? Can I also do it for a gift? So unfortunately, I don't provide that. I know a lot of readers on here do that, but I don't. I'm actually very particular about my readings, and I go in depth and detailed, and I want to make sure that my clients get the best of the benefits of a reading. So for gifts, a lot of the readers, they do yes or no. I personally don't think that if you have a question and you have a situation that's keeping you up at night and just hearing yes or no, to me that's just like a temporarily fix, like a band-aid, and without looking more in depth into the situation, you don't even know if that yes or no is accurate. So, and I get it, like sometimes you just have that itch and you want to scratch it. I get that. I'm more of a serious reader. I like to make sure that you walk away with actually knowing what to do. Okay? And you have your true in-depth answer. So today, it depends. If I get more engagement, if I get more readings that people want to take advantage while I'm on the live, I will stay for at least another hour. But for sure, I'm going to be here at least for half an hour. Okay? So if you still have about half an hour, if you want to come back, purchase the reading, let me know. I do have PayPal. So once you go to my website, the link is in the bio. It takes all kinds of payments. PayPal, Visa cards, and etc. So you will have an option to do a PayPal. Okay. If you run into any troubles with purchasing the reading, please let me know, and I will share my other payments. Hello, ma'am. May I ask if I will become successful in my career this year, Pisces year? Hi, how are you? What's your name? So also career readings and guidance, I can definitely do that as well. That's something that I truly enjoy doing. It doesn't always have to be love and relationships. Sometimes we want to make sure that we are focusing on ourselves. We are establishing our career. I can definitely look into that for you. Please, could I ask if I will be happy emotionally? Hey, SJ, thank you for the follow. When you say happy emotionally, is this just like happiness in general, or due to a specific thing happening to you or a specific person? Hey, Frankie, how are you? Will Kim reach out to me, or should I move on? So, Frankie, that's a very common question about reconciliation, and I do come across a lot of clients who are stuck in this dilemma. Okay, do I wait until my person reaches out to me, or do I just completely let go, as painful as it is, and just move on? And I think you would benefit greatly from reconciliation reading or no contact reading, where I can look into your specific situation and see if the best thing for you to do is to hold on to this connection, and what to do and how to speak to her to make sure that she does come back, or do you just completely let go and move on, and what's coming for you next. Okay, and my readings are $22. The link is in the bio. I'm just feeling sad. Okay, SJ, I understand. I can definitely. So a lot of times, we all go through like sadness, very normal. Life happens. But what the dilemma is, when you're going through that sadness, you're not sure where it's coming from. You're not sure how to identify your triggers. You're not sure how to, pinpoint what it is that's making you so sad. And I think once you know the direction that you can start walking towards, to be able to feel lighter and more happy, or you can kind of fix it or address it, that can help you as well. Okay. Hey, I just did make a payment. Okay, perfect. So did it let you do PayPal? You're welcome, SJ, and I am available for a reading. I'm still online. I'm still here. I'm still available. I'm gonna do Anki's reading first, and then if you would like to secure a spot, to look into your situation, let me know. Okay. PayPal. Okay. Perfect. Anki, can you please remind me? Okay, so this is, we are in separation. He told me I love you, then blocked me. Okay, so there's you and this person that you had a relationship with, right? Or a connection with. And right now the two of you are not talking, okay? He sabotaged our connection. Okay, so let's just slow down. My approach, to twin flame, it's there's one thing to know, or categorize it as a twin flame. A lot of people categorize it differently. Whatever works for you. I will never tell anyone this is not a twin flame or this is a twin flame. We're just gonna look at it from a realistic point of view. Okay. So, Enki, I totally understand. You found someone that you could relate to, and they could relate to you. You saw yourself in them, and they saw themselves in you. Totally get that. So your question is, Enki, right now, we were meant to trigger each other, right? Okay. Enki, what's your question, please? I just want to make sure I'm answering your question right now. So wants to know his feelings. Okay. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? All right, so let's look into this. All right, so his true feelings and if he's going to act. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. My apologies. I'm here. So we are gonna look into his true feelings for you, and we're going to see if he's going to act. Okay. So now, Enki, I want you to take a deep breath, relax, and receive this message. There's nothing you need to do. Okay. Nothing else you need to say. If he mind. Okay. I understand. So there are a lot of doubts that's happening, and you're definitely overthinking it. As you know, and I'm sure you've read about twin flame connections, or just any connection that feels overwhelming, is that it kind of takes over your mind, and that's the last thing you want it to happen. Because as you know, every connection is a lesson. So right now we have to think about, what is this connection teaching me about myself? Okay. And what I'm seeing is that you're someone who overly gives. You're someone who pours into others. You're someone who puts others above yourself and your needs and wants. Okay. Hold on. I overgave, put myself now first. Okay, perfect. So now you're switching it from giving it to someone else and putting yourself first. So that's the first step. I do, and Okay. So let me just confirm if there are true feelings from him to you. Okay? And I want you to listen. So at some point, when the two of you got to know each other, when the two of you met, yes. Okay? Because when he met you, you were someone who was... Enki, can you please just allow me to focus on a reading? Because when you add more stuff in the comments, I'm not sure if you are listening to what I'm saying, and I want to make sure that you are listening. Okay? Alright? There's nothing else you need to add. I already laid out the cards, and we're going to look at it, okay? So when you guys first met, they were true feelings that he had for you. But this is someone who's very impulsive. He is someone who loves quickly and then it dies quickly. What happens for him, if someone overgives them, the chase, the high goes away. So once he knows, and once he knew that there's nothing here that he needs to invest in, that there's nothing here that he needs to do in order to gain you or in order to have you as a partner, he withdrew. Okay? And of course the anger that, as you say, that he put the anger on me, he was really trying to let you know, it's like, you need to start respecting yourself more, and you need to start refocusing on your life more. Okay? That's really what the anger was about. And some people do not know how to communicate effectively. And he's not someone who knows how to communicate in a way that's in a loving way. It's like whatever comes to his mind, he does not filter the words that come into his mind, and he just spits it out. So he's okay, took him to court. Okay, so there you go. Well, first of all, I just want to say, whenever there is domestic violence, that's it. You need to walk away completely. Okay? Completely. It is done. It is completely done. Alright? And I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry that happened to you. So I take this very seriously. Whenever a man... No, there's no reset. That's it. There's no reset. Whenever a man or anyone, a woman, a man, whenever there's physical violence involved, it's over. I don't care if it's a twin flame. I don't care if it's a soulmate connection. It doesn't matter. Don't tell yourself those lies. Okay? Was he sorry? It's not even like... You have to understand, once a man has certain values and ideals in his life on how to treat a woman, that's it. That's how he is. That's his character. You never want to stick around to try to teach someone else how to treat you. His thoughts about the situation is, no matter how much I abuse her, no matter how much I make her feel less than, she will still stick around and she will still try to understand me. Why would she do that? The more that she sticks around, the more respect, the less respect I have for her. Okay? So his real true feelings and his real thoughts is, why is she allowing this to happen to her? I want her to start loving herself. Okay? All right. This is a lesson for you to self-respect yourself. All right? And not to say that you did anything to deserve it, but you have to remove yourself from a situation where your life is in danger. Okay? And he knows that he needs to work on himself, but that's his problem. That's not your problem. That's not your mission. His own mission is to work on him. That's what he needs to do. Yeah, and it takes time, Enki. And I know it takes time to process the trauma. Are you like seeing someone? Are you seeing a counselor or anyone? What do you mean by, is he escaping? What do you mean by that? Hey Anastasia, can you do a read for me? Anastasia, what type of reading are you looking for? Okay, perfect. Ia Demar. I know about Ia Demar. But Enki, you have to, like, I know you have moments where you just want answers and you want to hear something that you want to hear. I'm not the type of person who will tell you something that will actually damage you and be more damaging to you. I'd rather be honest with you and be truthful and be ethical in this type of situation. And I can tell you right now, as you know, I know you want this to not be true. That someone that you loved, that someone that you care about did those things to you. Okay? But it happened, and now it's up to you to disconnect completely from this person. Do you guys have any mutual friends? I'm sorry, mutual children? I want to know why he is distant. Okay. No mutual children. You are free. Please, Enki, do not tell yourself this is twin flame connection. Okay? No. No. There's no excuse for physical domestic violence. None. That's it. It's over. Okay? You have to put yourself first, and you have to cut all contact with this person. And really, you know, I would encourage you to keep seeing the counselor that you're seeing. You know, and just working on these triggers that you have. All right. Anastasia, are you and your person in no contact? Enki, if you would like to speak more one-on-one about the situation, feel free to DM me and we can do more in-depth reading for you, okay? We are just texting, no calls. Okay. So you guys are just beginning to have a relationship, to have a connection? Is that what I'm hearing? just want to know that. I'm not sure what you're asking about. Okay, so it's a long distance. Okay. So long distance is, it can be tricky, definitely, and it's a bit different. Um, Long distance is not a typical relationship when you see someone in person. So there are different rules when it comes down to that type of connection. If you're feeling like this person is being more distant, I can definitely look into the reasons why. And, just give you more clarity about why and what you can do next. If you want to deepen this relationship, I can also tell you what to do in order to, reconnect with him emotionally. Because right now, there's a lack of emotional connection. Something had happened that had pushed him away. So it was not divine protection that he hurt you. It was physical violence. And with people like that, you have to leave them. Okay? So take the spirituality out of it, Enki. And the clear answer is this person is unsafe. Okay? And just keep doing your counseling and etc. And if you would like to speak more in Enki, you can DM me. All right? Yes, I would like to hear more about that. Okay. So Anastasia, I am providing live TikTok readings right now. So I just did Enki's reading, and I also did another reading. And the way that it works, you go to my main page. There's a link in a bio. It's called Live TikTok Message. It's a full in-depth reading. You can ask follow-up questions and etc. It's about 10 to 15 minutes. All right. Hey Winnie, how are you? Will I relocate for work next month? Winnie, I can look into that for you. Okay, Enki, have a good one. You're welcome. Take care of yourself, okay? Okay, yeah. So, any career or guidance, can definitely look into that for you. Perfect. So I know Anastasia was asking me a few questions, but I'm not sure if she's still here. But for those of you who are just tuning in, we are doing live TikTok readings. So my specialty is no contact, reconciliation, love, type of readings. That's what been my focus, my content and my readings that I'm putting out for free. So if you had come across one of my readings and you had resonated with some of the stuff that I had shared with you, but you have a specific question to your specific question, your specific situation, every situation is different. Depending on the type of person you are, depending on the type of person your person is, and the type of connection that the two of you have established, you will have different answers, right? There are different things that you need to know, and there are different steps to take. A lot of times when I do the readings, those are just generalized readings, and it may apply to you, it may not. But if you would like to know about your specific situation, and if you have follow-up questions, right? If you heard something that you had resonated with, but you would like to know more, I'm available. Okay? I'm still gonna be here. Is Emma going to stop ignoring me so that we can talk about our relationship? Excuse me. Hey, I'm not sure what your name is. Shabinda. So Shabinda, if you would like a reading, let me know. I am available right now. And it sounds like this person had ghosted you or is ignoring you, and I know how painful that can be and confusing. So if you want to know how to kind of put the focus back into yourself, into your life, and if you want to know if this is something that's even worth saving, if this is something that you need to keep doing, like reach out to this person or just pull back, I can look into that for you. Will Peter accept my divorce settlement? Hey, Second, how are you? Second, so if you are going through tribulations in your marriage, I can look into that for you. I can give you some guidance, some clarity, some recommendations when it comes down to divorce, because I know divorce is like death. So there's a lot of grieving process that's happening. And if you need help navigating that, I am available right now for a reading. And for those who are interested, the readings, you basically purchase it in the link in the bio, and it's $22. And once you purchase that, just let me know here in the comments that it's been purchased, and I will look into your situation. Okay. So yes or no questions, especially to something, when you go through divorce and the settlement and etc. It's so nuanced. I barely see readers who do yes or no actually being accurate and being ethical about it. To me, I don't do yes or no. If I do, it's I literally tell you, it's like, hey, this is not even going to really help you. you know so if you really would like to feel true relief and have accurate answers and guidance and clarity in your situation, I'm here. If not, totally fine. I get it. Right, because it's more than just him accepting it. Right? I have to look into your situation in order to give you the answer. Hey Doreen, will I get back with my heart? How long has it been? How long has it been, Doreen? Alright guys, I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes to give for any of the people, to give you a chance if you want to go ahead and purchase the reading. If not, I will be getting off and I'll be coming back on another day. For those who have DM me or would still like to DM me, if you don't feel comfortable doing your reading on a live, I do have option of doing private readings, one-on-one readings. One-on-one readings, different price range. My minimum is 30 minutes, and if you would like to purchase that, you can definitely DM me. And when you DM me, please just let me know your availability so I can look at my calendar so we can schedule something as soon as possible. Okay? But other than that, I think we had a great session. I've answered some of the questions, gave you overall general information. And I know a lot of you had resonated with it. I know a lot of you have learned something about your situation, about yourself, about the world. But if you still have some questions, feel free to DM me. And until then, I will see you next time. I will be posting more free readings, especially on no contact and reconciliation. So look forward to that. Okay? And until then, I'll see you next time. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you eat properly. Make sure you go out for a walk, exercise, move your body. All right, guys. Bye.